Hey guys, this is a continuation of Welcome to Flying in Space with Planet Head. This is a continuation of my last video, video number 3 in a series where I am trying to work my way out to um, Venal, uh, going through player-controlled space. First um, episode I was able to get a couple of through low sec and through a couple of nullsec systems. I was having some connectivity problems, so I went ahead and just logged off there. Last episode, I was able to get a couple more spaces through in uh, into the Veil of Silent. I'm going a roundabout way to get there rather than the straight version because you'll probably die doing the straight version. Probably going to die this way, but um, and along the way I'm making safe spots so that if I ever do to sort of end up exploring through this area again, at least I'll have some spots to jump to. And then maybe down the road make some better ones if possible. But I don't know how often I'll be down here. At least I'll have one safe spot. So once I do die, at least I have some positives there. I'm currently in, and I haven't pulled it up yet because as soon as the reason why I logged off last time, it was a couple hours ago, was that the system that I went into, um, if I was if I was seeing it correctly, I probably should just watch the video. I was trying to get through. I was in the system of RTAC R, and there were a couple people in that system, and there were a couple of drag bubbles in there, plus a saber at the gate to the system. So, um, really, what I'm trying to do at this point is to try to get out of the system and keep moving on my way. I logged off safely. I'm hoping that once I log back in, I can get through the system quickly, but I gotta jump in. Trying to think of the best way to do this. I know I'm not near the gate or near a scannable spot at the gate. There is a Fortizar right near the gate. So what I'll probably do is log in, warp directly to the Fortizar, see if there are. I think there'll probably be some warp bubbles there, but if there are any, if that saber is sitting out there, or how many people are actually in the system, I have no idea what I'm jumping into. We'll see what happens. So, probably gonna die. Let's see what happens here. Go. As I'm warping in, I'll at least get to be able to see a few things. This is a lot more dangerous than trying to get the stain, I can tell you that much. Hello. There we go. Okay, oh wow, there are a lot of people in system. Well, 6. Okay. So, going to pull up that there, and then thought there was a Fortizar over near here. I'm going to warp to 100 of the gate. As I'm going here, as I get close, I'm going to try to drop a safe spot. Hopefully don't get drug into a bubble. Safe 2. Once I get within 14.3 AU. Submitted. Good. There's that Fortizar. Okay, I don't see any bubbles. Okay. Now I'm 100 off, so I can't warp directly to the gate. So I'm going to warp back to safe spot 2, which is 1.68 away. I'm going to keep an eye out here. Now, obviously, once I go through this gate, if I'm able to get through it, there might be somebody waiting on the other side. These guys could have talked to their buddies on the other side of the gate. They could be warp bubbling it there. I'm just going to try to do this as quickly as possible. Again, I'm not seeing anything on my D-scan. Low. Jump. Thank you. Watch, as soon as I get into warp, there'll probably be a saber that lands on there. Guys in nullsec, do not mess around. If I'm able to get through, and if there are no warp bubbles, I will warp away directly to a planet and try to make another safe spot. Okay, so I got one guy in system. Any bubbles? Nothing. Okay, planet 6 warp within 100. Just a random planet. Safe 1. Okay, we're on our way. And good. This looks like a smaller system. I think by the time I go back to my safe spot, okay, so we just had somebody come in, Clint Eastwood II. Now the question is this guy trying to follow me or not? We'll find out. What did it get to say? Okay, so we got a Stratios with sister core probes. And then so sister core probes out. These are not combat probes, so he doesn't look like he's looking for me. We're going to keep going. Why? Because we can. I know this is a little bit scary. I would like to get to a system where I don't have anybody here. I could just get caught on a gate here, but at least I've got a couple of spots. I'm now 13 jumps away from where I want to get to. Sister core probe still. Okay, cool. A system with nobody in it. Again, let's try to get to a planet. Safe 1. There we go. And submitted. Another safe spot. Good. So I've been able to make it through. If you watched the last video, it was a little bit dangerous there. Obviously, a lot of stuff here, people living here, but not in this station right now. So I'm going to warp back to my safe spot. And get my bearings as to where I'm at. Now there are better ways to make save spots that aren't on specific paths. I'm just doing these really quickly. They're giving me a general idea. Like from right here, I can now D-scan and see every gate if I want to. Let me go ahead and get myself into motion. Hit my micro warp drive once, pumper once, just so I get moving, and then I'll throw on my cloak. And now I can sit back for a second and try to figure out what my next moves are. This is totally just an exploratory mission. Y5, I'm in G5ED. So just to show you where I'm at here. So I started off in RR here, and I'm able to get 2 systems over. My ultimate goal is to get up through into Venal this way. So the goal now is to check to see how each one of these systems is going. I'm sure I'm probably going to Y5 next. The question is, do I want to go directly this way or do I want to go around it? Because sometimes when you go around, you can miss out on possible gate camps and things like that. So I got a couple of ship kills in this area. Looks like a lot of decent number of NPC kills. So it looks like there's some ratting that goes on here. All depends on what time they do that ratting at. We'll look at these 3 systems here because I'm trying to come up through here. Got no ship kills there. Couple of ship kills here. Why would there be ship kills here? Well, look at this. A lot of NPC kills. Look at that. Over 1,000 NPC kills going on, and a decent number of jumps through here. So somebody rats at different times, probably missions or things like, not mission ratting, but missions for the corporations or alliances that are there. Just want to check out each one of these just real quick, get a general feel before I start going through there. So I get a little bit of NPC kills there, some ship kills here, but nothing super well. So you got to be a little bit careful. My number here went up, so there must have been a big fight that went on right here at some point, or not big, medium, but. And then we got a couple of kills that happened down there. So this is a fairly trafficked area. Then I would come up here, and once I'm able to get through there, still a lot of stuff, a lot of ship kills in here, 1 and 2. So less than going through Tazy, but still not the best. So still nobody in systems, so that's good. The only reason I'm saying all this is the stuff that goes through my brain whenever I'm doing this sort of thing. It is not foolproof, but it is kind of fun. Okay. So I'm currently here. Now, Y5 says in the last 30 minutes, no pilots are in space. So that's good. Now the question is, remember those 3 systems that were having a lot of action earlier? Got nothing in space there. Nothing there. Nothing there. So my actual route seems a little bit quiet in the last 30 minutes. Doesn't mean that people have not seen me and are deciding to come after me. The nice thing is I am in a probe, so I'm not really a big kill. That's possible, but got 11 minutes left in my cloak here. We'll go ahead and turn that on. We'll turn that off. There we go. So I think I'm just going to make a run for it, unless I see something that keeps my eye up. What I will try to do, if nobody is in system, I'm just going to go gate to gate. If nobody's in system, there we go. Just wondering if my system is just running slow. Go. I will try to drop some save spots, but I don't think I'm going to warp off to the side like I have. Well, maybe I should. Nobody in system. Even once I get to Venal, doesn't mean that I'm safe. Okay, we got Scowboys here. Don't know who that is. But it is somebody in system, so let's go ahead and warp to 100, add a random planet. Save 1. Got a mobile tractor unit out here. So it might just be a guy who is ratting. Okay. Here's a big one. I'm de-scanning. Got all these gates. The gate I'm trying to go to is 2CG, but I'm not seeing any bubbles. So I'm just going to go for it. Sometimes the most important thing is to try to go as quickly as possible so people can't figure out who you are. If you just blip on their screen, or maybe he's paying attention to something else and he doesn't see that I actually pop up. That's a small chance, but it is a chance. It's kind of like speed tanking. If they don't see you, you were never there. Okay. So we're 10 jumps away. Not 10 jumps away from Venal, but 10 jumps away from the system that I was wanting to get to. Nobody in system. I am going to just go for it. Now I am going to save a safe spot. Oh, okay. So somebody did just come into system. Might get caught here. Saving a safe spot there. If I'm able to get through this gate, I'm not seeing any bubbles or any interdiction ships. So that's good. But since he did just come in behind me, even if, oh, we got somebody here in this system. So I'm going to pick a random planet. Let's go with number 8. Warp to 0. B. Save 1. Save. Okay. Now. And I lost my connection. Well, that's not cool. Okay, let's see here. I need to get up and running again. Oh. See, this is the painful part. You're in the middle of nowhere and you've lost connection. Fantastic. I could be sitting. Luckily, I think I saw myself go to warp. I could just be sitting right on a gate right now. I do not know what's up with my connection lately. I know it's not me recording because it's happened while I haven't been playing. Okay, my probe's still there, so that says I'm not dead yet. Okay, and I got nobody in system, so that's good. Okay. Let's see if I'm actually NJ4. So I've got my save spot. I'm warping to my save spot to see where that's at. Now that's actually farther away. Okay. Looks like what is this here? Just trying to get my bearings just a little bit. So this, actually, I'm trying to get to, I'm 1 away, or 2 away. I need to go through NJ4. Got nobody in system. How are we doing as far as in-game map? So I am here. It says no one in system there, no one system there, 1 pilot in system there, 1 pilot in system there. So I can, if I can get to IMK, that should be Venal, if I'm not mistaken. I hate that it pulls up this agency whenever I do that. I have to minimize everything again. That is really annoying. Okay, let's just go for it. I've got a safe spot. Once I actually get out here, I may find a good spot to get my bearings and do it very similar to Stain, whereas if I can find a station that actually I could live out of, not live out of, but at least put like a little hub there or a clone or something along those lines, then I might be able to come back whenever I want to. Oops, we got somebody in system here. Already talking ahead of game. Mobile warp disruptor. Okay. So that is what we want to keep an eye out for. Planet 5, warp within 100. Okay. He's gone. So we got nobody in system, but if you notice over here, a mobile warp disruptor. I'm going to go back to my safe spot that I made. That should put me close enough to the gate that I'm trying to go through. Still in tribute. These are the scary ones when you're going from one region to the next region, because it's a question as to whether or not anybody is guarding those regions. So mobile warp disruptor. Now the question is, where is that mobile warp disruptor? So what I can do is I can lower my range, and I can point my camera at the gates that I'm looking at and scan it, and I'm not seeing any mobile warp disruptor there, so we're going to go for it. If I go through this gate and I am disrupted, first thing I've read over and over again, I've done this before, is take a deep breath, figure out what you want to do at that point. Okay, so I got somebody who just came in system. I'm not sure if he came through my side or not. Okay, I got nobody on gate here. Good. So we will warp to 0. I'm still in tribute. Shoot. Okay, I thought I was one away. Maybe I didn't remember my system correctly. So still in tribute. W. Oh, this has me going a lot through tribute here. I'm still in. Okay, so how did it have me? NJ4. I must have passed it up. It must have had me on a different route to go. That's fine. If I remember correctly, I think I set my... Oh, it must have me coming up through here. I think I set this as my goal to get to right here. So I might be going a different route than what I was thinking of. It's just, we do have a guy in system. I'm going to go ahead and cloak up here while I get my bearings. HPA29. Yep, that's where I was going. So it must have had me come up through here. So there's the question. So... Veil of the Silent. Oh, I must have come down this way through here. What is the current system that I'm at? W6 VP. W6 VP. Tribute. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, so it had me come in. So instead of turning up north right here into Venal, had me come down this way. So I am right here, and then I think it has me coming up through here. Yeah. So I'm coming down here, and then it has me coming straight up through this way. Gotcha. So long story short, instead of coming up through Tazy here, it had me come around and coming up through this spot here, which would have been faster. I actually was coming down this way, which might have been less populated. Still nobody in system. Good. Okay, so I am there. One pilot. 3 jumps. One pilot. One pilot. So what this is telling me is there's one pilot in each, which means it could be a one-person gate camp if they didn't just get moved recently. I'm just going to go for it. Yeah, shoot. Uncloak. My kind of hope, and I don't know if this is possible, but as soon as I get into Venal, I'm not worried about my ultimate destination. Right now, the HTAC PA29. More so once I see this switch over to Venal, I want to do a regional market scan to see if I can buy any probes in the area. As there are some NPC stations, the question is whether or not they're selling those. I would assume they probably would be, but this is that flip of the coin chance that I did in the last video. Oops, okay. Get somebody in system here. Planet, random. Let's go to the last one here. Warp within 100. B, safe 1. And we are submitting. Well, I don't know if I've not gone very far there. Nope. Okay. Let's go. I must have been near the last planet. I'm going to warp to a different planet. And make a different safe spot. There we go. Good enough. Okay. So closing in on here. I've made 2 safe spots, one for my entrance gate and one for the current gate. Now, I don't like sitting on customs agent stations. If I were to come back through here, what I would want to do is label each one of these safe spots, not just safe, but what they were close to. Right now, it's just good that they're safe spots. Okay, D-scan, nothing. But I am a decent way away from this. So the question is, let's go ahead and cloak up. Now what I'm trying to do is figure out, again, something that is close to this gate. Again, nothing really near it. That is not helpful to me. So I really can't get a good D-scan on this. It's 30 AU away. Even if I got over to here, I doubt that would be within 14.3 AU. So I'm just going to have to take a chance and warp to it. As I'm warping there, I'll drop a 3rd safe spot. Actually, warp to... Oop, we got 3 people in. I'm going to warp in at 100. Save a 3rd safe spot once I get within... Whoops. Take my cloak off. I'm going to let this go down a little bit just so that I get 20 seconds left till I can fire it up again. I want to be able to use it if I have to. I'm going to warp within 100 of here. As I'm warping to it, I'll drop a 3rd save spot for future use, but I can come right back to it as well, so that I can put like a perch right outside of that. So let's get our D scans up. There's 2 people in system. 1 guy just came in. Once this gets under 14.3, go ahead and drop a safe spot. Reason why I'm warping at 100 was hoping that I'm coming at a different angle if they've dropped any sort of drag bubble that I can stay away from it. Wait, did I warp at 0? Shoot. Let's just jump through it. It's my own stupidity. Gate chime. That was funny. You guys can't hear that in the background. As soon as I went through the gate, somebody in a very high-pitched motorcycle just with their thing whining came by. I thought that was this. Okay. So, got 2 people in system. Got a safe spot saved. I'm still in tribute. So, gate chime. So this is probably a Western, gate chime Western. So he's probably there to say, hey, there's people coming down. I got 4 people in system. Let's go to a safe spot. And warp to my safe spot I saved. So this is probably, this gate chime thing is probably a little secondary character that, I don't want to say bot, but that they use for their intel to tell whenever people are going to and from Venal. So I'm betting this is there we go. Now let's take a look at who's here. So I got fraternity there. Fraternity there. So I got 3 guys from fraternity in the system. One of them is probably just that secondary character, keeping an eye out for their intel channels. Now what I've done is set myself into motion so that even if they combat probe me down, if I was an alpha player, I would be able to, once they warped in at where I was at, I will have moved away from that spot. So I'd have to have some pretty quick reflexes to get to me. I could throw on my cloak right now. Okay, so 1 guy left. Okay. Now here's the other part too, is there are 4 separate gates here. So this is WH Tech JCA. I don't need that. Let's look at our map. I bet you the next spot in, almost. So Q Tech CAB2 is the last fraternity spot before you get to Venal. The question is how many people are here. This is a spot that could very easily be gate camped a lot. I'm not seeing a lot. There's been a lot of jumps through here. So that's a decent number. One thing with that is if there were bubbles on it, you probably wouldn't see this number of jumps. So that's important. Not a whole lot of ship kills either. So that's interesting too. I do need to find out if anybody is on that gate. So I'm actually going to warp 100 off of this Faralux Sino beacon thingy, or Sino whatever it is, to see if I can descan this and see if there's any warp disruption spheres near it. Looks like we got none. And got some rats on the actual gate I'm trying to get through, which tells me that nobody's obviously sitting on it and gate camping it. Now here comes the fun part. I'm going straight through. Could it die very easily here? Got 2 people in system. Any bubbles, any bubbles, any bubbles? No bubbles. Planet 5, warp within 100. Control B, safe 1. AU. The other reason why I'm kind of dropping these I'm usually trying to drop the warp bubbles, if I remember to, near a gate, because that's even more helpful, obviously, because it'll help me. If I want to actually leave, I can do that. We're almost... Wait, I am in Venal. I made it to Venal. Okay. I may just enter here so I'm not pushing my luck too much. Well, before I do, I'm going to go ahead and cloak up. A couple people in system. Now, let's see if there are any core scanner probes available. That's not good. Oh, no. That's not good at all. How about sister core probes? That's not good. Okay. What is actually sold out here? Show only stuff that's available. See, it's saying that that's in my probe. I've had problems with my market before. I'm just trying to make sure. Yeah, see, this is just being weird. Let's close out the market. Probe. Ammunition chart. Core scanner probe 1. This is killing me. This is utterly killing me. Maybe that's why I need to know. I need to know if I don't... At least I cloaked up. I don't understand what my connection issue is. I've had no problems with anything else that I play. I set up my direct connection here. I can't play this way if this is happening a lot. I even rebooted my modem today. Really don't want to call my internet provider. Luckily, I did cloak up there. I just need to know whether or not there's core probes available. That's all, and I will go ahead and log off. Well, I'll stick around for a little bit, take a look around. 38 minutes. So total amount of time for me to actually do this, with me talking a lot and things like that, took me about an hour and 20 minutes to actually fly out here. But that's also with me setting up save spots and stuff like that, to jump probably about 25 jumps to get to Venal. Okay, so we're back. Okay. Let's get moving. Okay, we got a worm and an inquisitor. Come on! Really? Getting a little bit tired of that. Hello? Okay, got my cloak on, finally. is really frustrating. Don't know why I have this encounter, and that pops up too. I don't need that. I don't care about the encounter systems. Just want to see what is going on. So I've got a worm and an inquisitor, and the main reason why I was here was to see if there were any core probes available. See, it's saying, it's highlighting it as if there are some available, but then it's not popping up here. None of these are. So I'm just thinking there's got to be something wrong. Shit. I'm still in tribute. I haven't gotten to Venal yet. My next jump is to Venal. That's why it's not popping up with anything. Alright. So while I still have a chance here, there's 2 guys in system, 2 guys here. Let's just go for a run. I'm going to try to make it through here. Just going to take a chance. I'm a little bit on old poker terms. I'm a little bit on tilt right now. This is a bad idea. I'm just going to jump through the gate and maybe I can get through to Venal, which is a really bad idea. But I'm started into it because you're going from one region to the next. I didn't read my screen correctly. I am dumb, and now I've allowed that to affect me, and I'm already in jump. Okay. So if there were any bubbles here or anything like that, doesn't look like there are. There's an Astra or a Keep Star right off of this sucker. Look how slow this is going. This just drives me insane. Okay, I got nothing on gate. Get off the gate before I lose connection. Safe spot. Alright. I am now in Venal. Yay! It's ridiculous. Okay. Let's get back to my safe spot. So, warp to it at 100. Let's check it while I'm warping there. Let's check out the market. And yes, there are some sister core probes out here. Plenty. And how about some regular core probes? A decent amount, but they're 10 jumps away. How far away are the sister core scanner probes? They're only 3 jumps away. So that system that I'm trying to get to has core scanner probes. It's just a question as to whether or not I can get there or not. Good. Now the question is, do I keep going? I've got 3 jumps to make it there. Or do I stop, take a breath, and see where I'm at. Let's see if all depends on how many guys are in space over the next, because this is NPC null. It's the first time I've ever been out here. This is kind of cool. So I'm in 3A1. There we go. Now N6H is nothing there. Then 2 pilots in system at HP9. But there's multiple jump-ins. We're going to go for it. Screw it. If I can make it there, I can make it anywhere. This just frustrates me. Why? This is so annoying. I need to check to see if this is a system issue or what. So, just going to auto jump through it. Why not? Gone this far, why not just throw carrot to the wind now? Oh, you know what? That stopped me. Let's do this the right way. Let's map it out. So that's where I'm going to. This is where I'm at. I'm pretty much almost the closest I can get to. I don't think that would make up the 3 AU. Now the other question is, there are a couple of moons here. I'm going to warp to a moon. There we go. I have to be uncloaked to warp to a moon. Warp to. Let's go that planet. Warp within 100. Safe. Well, I've got the time. N. Because it's going to be near that gate. Hey, I actually named a safe spot. I got nothing here. Okay, let's go for it. Scanning it out. Nothing like flying straight through a planet. Nobody in system. Good. We're just going to go right at it here. Submitted. If anything, I've got basically safe spots saved all the way up through 2 here now. If I want to try to make it out here again, so I don't have to bother with the save spots, I can take more time to look at the surroundings. Okay, we got one guy in system. We are 1 jump away. Any bubbles? No. Planet. Let's go with 6 this time. Warp within 100. Ooh, this is a huge system. That is a long way away there. This last jump's going to be the scariest because this does look like a market system. Question is, how many people try to live or die in this system? While we're flying, let's take a quick look. This was tribute. Venal. So I'm right here right now, if I'm not mistaken. Got a couple of ship kills, only 1 pod kill in the last 48. Good. I am still a long ways away from there. I'm going to warp to the planet that's near it. I really don't I want to do my best. Safe H-Tech PA29. This is a huge system. Holy schmigolies. I couldn't even get all the way across in one jump. So I'm still going here. Warp within 100. What I'm doing is warping to a planet that is actually near the gate. That way I'm within range. If I haven't said that before, I think I already did. Good, good, good. Once I get within 14.3 AU, I'll drop a safe spot. There we go. I got nobody, it looks like nobody here, which is a good thing. I'm going to switch over to general view. And then, since we're here, I got nobody close. We're going to take a chance. No idea if there's any bubbles on the other side here. If there aren't, we are docking up right away. Why am I doing this? I want to know exactly. There's 2 stations I'm looking at here. Here we go. Nothing. I can dock up at either one. Oh shit. Stop. Stop. Sorry for the language. I almost made a mistake. See that? There's a dragoon. The reason why I stopped for a quick second was I did not check to see if there were any interdiction spheres or interdiction cruisers or destroyers, whatever there are, because they could actually bubble up near stations coming directly from a gate. But they didn't, and looks like I'm gonna be able to make it home. One cosmic signature. Ha! Phew! Okay. I lost connection twice, but I was able to make it through. I have made save spots all the way through. This has been a very positive run through. I'm not going to say I did everything perfectly, but I made it. Since this is almost an hour long. Maybe my longest video ever made. But worthwhile for the end. Other than that, I'm going to take a break, drink some more coffee, and have some celebratory ice cream or something like that, and then take more of a look out here. So there are some offices available out here if anybody wants one. How much do they cost? To unload them. Yeah, only 21 million ISK per month if you want an office out here. Okay. Other than that, great time. That's all I can say. Fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however you want. You guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.